Apollo Micro to acquire Premier Explosives. Massive 1550 crore rupee defense deal. Apollo Microsystems has announced one of the biggest acquisitions in its corporate history by signing a definitive agreement to acquire a 41.33% promoter stake in Premier Explosives Limited. The all-cash transaction is valued at approximately 1550 crore rupee and represents a major strategic step in strengthening its defense and aerospace business. The acquisition is not merely a financial investment but a transformational move that expands Apollo Micro's presence across critical defense technologies. By combining electronics expertise with energetic materials and propulsion capabilities, the company aims to build a more integrated defense manufacturing ecosystem. Premier Explosives has built a strong reputation over several decades in manufacturing high-energy materials, rocket motors, countermeasures and munitions. These products are used across defense and aerospace applications where reliability and technological precision are extremely important. For investors, this acquisition significantly broadens Apollo Micro's product portfolio. Instead of focusing primarily on electronic and electromechanical systems, the company will now gain exposure to high-value defense manufacturing segments. One of the biggest advantages of the deal is the complementary nature of both businesses. Apollo Micro specializes in advanced defense electronics, while Premier Explosives brings expertise in propulsion systems and energetic materials. Together, the combined entity can participate in a wider range of defense programs. This creates opportunities to bid for larger integrated projects instead of supplying only individual components. The acquisition also aligns well with India's long-term defense manufacturing ambitions. Government policies continue encouraging indigenous production under the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative, creating opportunities for domestic defense companies. India has steadily increased defense procurement from local manufacturers over the last few years. Companies with diversified technological capabilities are expected to benefit from this structural policy shift. Management believes the acquisition will strengthen sovereign capabilities in energetic materials and space programs. Building domestic expertise in these critical technologies has become increasingly important from a national security perspective. Another key benefit is the potential for operational synergies. Combining engineering teams, manufacturing infrastructure and research capabilities could improve efficiency while accelerating product development. Research and development remains one of the biggest competitive advantages within the defense sector. Companies capable of developing indigenous technologies often enjoy stronger long-term opportunities than those relying heavily on imported solutions. Apollo Micro has consistently expanded its capabilities through organic growth over the past 4 decades. The acquisition of Premier Explosives now represents a significant inorganic growth opportunity that could accelerate the company's long-term strategy. The transaction is expected to close during the third quarter of FY27, subject to regulatory approvals, shareholder approvals, and customary closing conditions. Until then, both companies will continue operating independently. After completion, Premier Explosives will operate under the Apollo Microsystems umbrella while retaining its existing brand identity. Maintaining the established brand helps preserve customer relationships and operational continuity. One important aspect investors should monitor is the integration process. Large acquisitions often create significant value when integration is executed efficiently, but poor execution can delay expected benefits. Another positive feature is that the acquisition is an all-cash transaction. This avoids immediate shareholder dilution, although investors should monitor how the acquisition affects Apollo Micro's balance sheet and financial leverage. Premier Explosives brings decades of experience in rocket motors and defense explosives. These capabilities complement Apollo's electronic warfare, avionics, and defense electronics portfolio. The combination could also strengthen participation in India's growing space sector. Increasing investments in launch vehicles, missile systems, and advanced defense technologies continue creating demand for specialized suppliers. Management emphasized that the acquisition reflects a shared vision of building a stronger indigenous defense ecosystem. Such positioning aligns closely with government priorities for domestic technology development. India's defense sector has witnessed increasing order opportunities as indigenous procurement gains momentum. Companies offering integrated solutions rather than standalone products may enjoy greater competitive advantages. Another important factor is export potential. Indian defense manufacturers are gradually expanding into international markets as product quality and technological capabilities improve. Defense manufacturing typically involves long project cycles and strict qualification requirements. Companies with established relationships and proven execution records often benefit from recurring business opportunities. For investors, the strategic rationale behind this acquisition appears stronger than simply increasing scale. It represents an effort to move deeper into critical technologies with higher entry barriers and long-term demand visibility. However, successful execution will remain the key determinant of value creation. Investors should monitor integration progress, order inflows, margin performance, and future defense contracts after the transaction is completed. The acquisition could also improve Apollo Micro's ability to compete for larger government programs requiring multiple technological capabilities under one organization. This may enhance future order book growth. Premier Explosives has built a respected legacy in India's defense manufacturing ecosystem. Combining that expertise with Apollo Micro's technology platform could create a more diversified and resilient defense company. Overall, the proposed acquisition marks a transformational milestone for Apollo Microsystems. If completed successfully and integrated efficiently, the deal has the potential to strengthen the company's position across defense, aerospace and space technologies while supporting long-term growth opportunities in one of India's fastest-growing strategic sectors.